for the International Monetary Fund, I trying to short IMF, a release list be the apa or media to media Ghana and a cacao list no usher list anymore. A list of African countries. Now, that list in so Ghana yendi a list IMF, International Monetary Fund, a release into the media. Now, I was your phone and he said, we know say. Your boy IMF dia baby a kwajiska and answer on my who extra when you are negotiating then amount our pen or the amount with ubetia where loan with interest and all that. Oh my Ghana yaji IMF sika this Sicilian middle case now we are under an IMF program a year and why if you are more after economic buhaha any day here come now I was here for a cocoa show IMF list now on whatever to we have 54 countries in Africa. Now I was here for within the 54 countries in Africa. IMF had the list just say Ocean list African countries be what they IMF got the most. They say as at December, we know can say on my omode IMF got the most no any obusia for and no end on there to after said Nigeria omulo no omuko tie bi and so omuko tie aka ni bi no and no end on there to social media na ohwe so a o my Ghana yedin ewu na me kira number ye da and na she say enya asem kitante according to and obo I say bia Ivory Coast head first so no mo there IMF ka ye pa na abo abasa and ohwe first 5 no top 5 na Ghana yendi ewo ye countries ana omaya omode IMF ka bebre as at December 2024 to say the International Monetary Fund I released list of most indebted countries in Africa in 2024 as Nigeria repay some loans in Nigeria akwakotia omukebi entina enwanu no some African countries continue to struggle with staggering debt levels owed to the International Monetary Fund, with 10 countries becoming the most indebted as of December 2024. IMF loans come with harsh conditions that influence domestic economic policies. Abdul Faith LCC of Egypt, William Ruto of Kenya, and Nana Akufo-Addo of Ghana have their countries deep in IMF debt credit. Picture alliance or contributor for that is it Minister Mbubosubium Abdul Fattah LCC of Egypt, William Ruto of Kenya, and Nana Akufo-Addo of Ghana. Wow, that is so sad. Have their countries deep in IMF debt. Say yet IMF worker at Egypt, Kenya, and Ghana. Yet yomuka yepa. So say IMF imposes challenging conditions on loans. Measures such as subsidiary removal, currency devaluation or adjustment, and austerity plans are often attached to IMF loans, sparking debate about their projects. Analysts have urged that these adjustments and conditionalities restrict spending on critical sectors like healthcare, education, and infrastructure, as citizens become worried about debt sustenance and economic resilience. Africa's most indebted countries to IMF IMF lists Africa as one of the top one most indebted countries as of December 20. Of course, it is Africa. And the IMF worker the first one Egypt. Egypt ranks top on the list with outstanding IMF credit of $9.45 billion. It depends on IMF funding highlights the difficulty of addressing fiscal and economic stability. That is the first country, Egypt. Then Kenya, East Africa's most robust economy, owes the IMF about $3.2 billion as it grapples with economic reforms to boost growth while managing debt obligations. Then the third one is Angola. Angola, one of Africa's oil-producing countries, owes the IMF $2.99 billion. The international lender must navigate the effects of volatile crude oil prices and diversify its economy. Then we come to our motherland, our own country, that is Ghana. Ghana's debt to the IMF was the focal point of its recently concluded election, with the incoming president John Dramani Mahama promising to review the loans. the West African country owes the IMF about 2.25 billion as it focuses on meeting its financial obligations while implementing policies to cushion its currency and improve economic resilience. But come to think of it, God has blessed Africa so much with a lot of minerals. Nyame bia ema omai air rich air oil. Now uko Angola, you see Angola is one of them African's oil production top African oil production country. Ewo Africa, Angola, Aden, and Omodi IMF. Opa my Ghana Musa for. What don't we have? We have gold, we have bauxite, we have oil, we have all, but why are we still struggling? Now, above 4 Munisa and Yamano, they are rather doing well in their country. What is actually happening in Africa? Then and I that is what and I said then and Africa we are still struggling, keeps borrowing from IMF, because if you have all these, why do we keep struggling as a nation? We have cocoa, we have gold. Recently we saw what happened at Kotoka International Airport. Omochi Kia and I said bus and a car with lots of gold. Look at it. They call him. Some people say it is our leaders. And your leaders know and our omoye, because they are really contributing to our loss. They are not doing what they're supposed to do. Share a number of gold or they call him. Well, or the car butchery, no, I call Tony for no, and yes, can be a shadow. Meanwhile, and can one mighty man give it near tongue near the in your BP. But that is quite sad. Say Africa, God has blessed us with all the minerals, all whatever we take, the human labor, the minerals, the oils and all that, but we keep borrowing from IMF. That is quite sad, but I hope this ends very soon. Well, the next one, Ivory Coast, almost so their debt stands at $2.19 billion. And at DRC, the DRC's debt to international lenders stands at $1.6 billion. And they are key to addressing countries' economic challenges. Then we come to Ethiopia. The East African country is indebted to the IMF for $1.31 billion as it navigates economic reforms and recovery efforts while addressing international or internal conflict. Then we go to South Africa, the current biggest economy on the continent, owes the IMF $1.14 billion as part of its effort to recover from economic disruptions and achieve sustainable growth. Then we come to Cameroon. That is Cameroon. Cameroon's debt is $1.13 billion. Then we come to Senegal, almost near $1.11 billion. So this is it. Now Nigeria, almost recently, they're going to pay part of their loans and are hiring for me IMF to come out and publish the list of African countries owing them the most. For comments comment section on Ghana yenso IMF deal na making Ghana Tube so mother for snow for macram.